Hello, hello. Hopefully this works. I have never been um streaming GBG before, so I'm not sure if everything will be okay. Like the BGM, the game sound. Hopefully it's okay. Hello, jJae Studio. So today the stream will be mainly in English. Hopefully I can speak English for like multiple hours. Oh, you see, yeah, the total will be 0.5. I did make some progress, but I haven't recorded any of the progression yet. So the game that I will be making the game that I will be making today will be Tale of Eccentric Ghost. This is going to be a submission to jJae. So the current now is like I have an intro screen. So it's going to be changed later. Right now it's just like a placeholder. And then so right now I only have a movement. So we have your character in the middle. And then I kind of like have you can actually choose where you can go. So currently it's just this J cursor 2.0. So for example, I am allowed there to walk for like 6 squares. So yeah, I can move around for like 6, but I cannot go left because it is the end of the map. I haven't added the entire map yet. So this is gonna be added later, and then when I press A, J is going to move. Hopefully, here, yeah, it's gonna be something like this for a 1 turn. And then so right now this is the current state of the game, right? I can move for 1 turn. So I'm going to add so this is going to be the state where I will be making. So this is going to be the intro state, right? And then right now I add this one as the second state, which is the movement stage, but actually it will be much later. But I think so it's going to be intro, and then it's going to ask you to roll a dice. So this is going to be like roll a dice test, and then this one will be waiting for the dice animation to finish, so you cannot press any button. And then this one is going to be the current state, with each where you can choose where to go. And then this state is going to be the animation state where they move and like wait until they finish moving. And then this one will be showing like what happened when you land on a square. And this one is going to be the set for the ending. Uh, so right now it's only like, so my plan is just to have one character, but the event that will occur when you land on a square is going to be different based on a roll die. So for this one, I am going to just show the text that say roll a dice. So I'm going to add maybe a box to a head node on. You add, I cannot add multiple head. Okay, never mind. So X and C. I want it to be actually I want it to be like 2 square for this game screen. Let's see. What I can do is I can stretch this to 8. So this is going to be the entire screen. Then I will have the left screen and the right screen. So the intro is going to be intro 1 and intro 2. Let me move this down a bit. It's going to be okay here and here. So this one is going to be so our on connection point would be x negative to x negative, right? It, no. On let me think about it for a minute. Maybe I should change this to like 4 4, and then I can attach the center to. Okay, this may work. So I can add the center to the x minus for the left screen. So I can add intro and then left. Okay, and then I can connect this to this. So let's see how it goes. It's too far. So this one is y plus 2 plus. And then this one, why is it not work? I attach my center to y negative of the target. So it should add on the left side, and then this the same square will be added on this side. Interesting. So why does the intro not showing? So it show on the top left. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. So this one should be shown on the y positive, right? Then this one, maybe let's try x negative, x negative. Okay. So this doesn't work, but this works. Interesting. So if I attach it to here, I will get the intro screen. And so what is the story of the game? I cannot tell you yet. I will merely make the mechanic here, and the story can actually be changed. You can change it by yourself. So this is more like a template. So I'm confused. So if I attach it here, oh, I know why. I attach it the wrong way, right? I have to attach the bottom to bottom, right? And then let's make it visible first, so I know where it goes. Why is it not attaching? Let's try center to center first, because and then I can change the color to something else like brown, and then let's see. So it doesn't move when my camera moves. Interesting. Is it? Oh, it has to be movable, right? I think. Okay, it has to be movable. No, okay, so this should work now. So I don't need a visible. I can attach center to x negative, and then I add this to this. Okay, that work. So to make sure that everything is on screen, I will add just the border on the left side. Okay, let me check if this is on screen. Okay, so barely make it on the screen. So Jung said, I'm glad I'm not a character. Don't be so sure. Don't be so sure. There will be a lot of cameo in this game. I have already planned probably like 7 or 8 cameo. So maybe you might be one of them. So this is the left side, and then I can attach the right side will be center to x positive, and then I can duplicate this and then just say intro on the right. Oops, I forgot to attach. Okay, so I have into left and then into right. So this will cover the entire screen. Okay. So the next step after I press A, so right now I have this and then I press A and then there's nothing I can do. I'm going to display a message. So this time I might use just a simple center to center, and then I'm going to show that like press A to roll a dice. I'm not gonna use texture. I'm gonna use text object. Which will be attached to this box. Or maybe I should use. Actually, I just use the texture. That would be easier because I have to use texture anyway. So this one. So again, this one is going to be I can do the red one, like press A to roll dice. Okay, is this going to be awkward? So press A. I'm not good at using mouse. Press A to roll. Okay, good enough. So intro and then press A to roll. And then I can just copy the same mechanic here. So if the state and A is pressed, what I do is I play the sound and then I increment the state. So I can do that, and then for this state it's going to be waiting for the dice to roll. So this state actually send a signal to roll a dice. Okay, so let's make a dice roll. So I think it might be better to attach, I don't know, a box to here so I can actually simulate the throw from my perspective, right? I want to imitate the rolling a dice motion. Oh, the noob, hello. So let's make a dice first, I guess. So because I will be using a custom dice, so I'm actually not using a fancy object dice. And we're using a rotating object. So it's gonna be special object, rotating object, and it's going to be a box. Alright, and then the box size, I think it should be 1 so that it match the character. And it's going to be solid, it's going to be not visible, not accessible. So the material is going to be, I think it should be bouncy, right? That is okay. Let me check first what is the property for dice. So a dice will be okay, bouncy, so it should be the same. Oh, there's no BGM. I think I forgot to play the BGM. Okay, I forgot that I forgot to play the BGM. Is it? Wait, let me know if the BGM is loud or not loud. I mean, it's too quiet. Yeah, I'm also hyped for everyone creation. It's going to be a blast. Alright, so this one is going to be act as a die. So it doesn't have to be at the screen now. So when I press A, I want to teleport the dice and also spin the dice. Okay. So let's make it visible and then so let's try just a light blue first and then so when I press A, I can actually make a dice over here So when I press A from this state, right? So this state is going to be the one that will advance. So this will actually do two things, right? It will teleport the dice to where the screen is and also spin the dice. So for the spinning, what I want to do is actually trying to so for the rolling object, right? The input will be if I'm not mistaken, it's going to be the rotate speed, right? X axis, Y axis. So the number will be negative 16 to 16. Okay. So what I can do is I can add a randomizer. Okay, a random node on. And I want it to be very random, so I will add 3 of them. It will random from 0 to I think 16 would be enough. And then this will be on change from 0, right? Okay. So when I press A, it's going to send us one signal to here, and that will actually spin the dice. Okay. Oh, hello, Splu. Wait, why is okay? So apparently I have to open the music screen for the music to play, because when the music ends, it doesn't auto play the next song, which is very strange. Okay. So okay, let me try to adjust my browser so I can see the chat and open the music up at the same time. Okay, that should work. So now I have like 3 randomizer. I can just put it on Y and C, and then when I press A on this state, I can rotate the dice. And then I have to add a timer, right? I can wait for, let's say, 2 seconds. The reason I want to add a timer is because I want the dice to not spinning forever. I have to reset this, so I add here and then I reset off them after 0.2 seconds. Okay, and now I have to use teleport node on. Let me see which teleport have I used. I think I used one. I use teleport A, right? Okay, so I'm going to use teleport B for the dice. Where are the teleport? I forgot. Wait. It's special object, right? Action. Oh, this one, right? Teleport exit, right? Okay. Huh? No, it had to be entrance, right? Object, teleport, and then entrance. Okay. So this has to be B, and then I have to change it to be actually smaller. Okay, so that should work, right? So this should not be visible. Then I have teleport the B, and then I only teleport the box. Okay, alright, this should work. And then I have to add let's try adding to this object to be in the middle. So it can be object teleport object, teleport exit B, and then I attach it to here. So hopefully this will work. I have to disable this, and then I have launch direction. I can reset. No, it's service. Oh, wait, cool. Okay. So let's see if this will work. So I have the intro. Okay. So why is it already? Oh, okay. So I have to attach. I press A on this stage. Wait. Hold. So this one will spin the die. Okay. So this one will also teleport. So I have the intro, and then I press A to roll a dice, and then try. Oh, okay. So the die is maybe too big. Let me decrease the size. Actually I want it to be this size, but for some reason the spin is very strong. So maybe I should reduce this to maybe like 4, I guess. I think the die is spinning very too fast. So why am I using a box instead of a dice? Because I want to use a texture on the die, so it's the same thing, right, as texture on the box. Okay, let's see here. So I have this and press A. Okay, so the dice will hit jam always, right? So I may have to adjust this to but the dice will actually be not on the screen, right? That's going to be trouble. So maybe I add on the X positive, right? And then I can try to change the size, maybe like half the size, not sure. So let's try to half the size, and then I can make the teleport. Okay, and then when I press A to roll a dice, okay, and then I will have wait, is it weird for this dice roll? I'm not sure if this will like get the same value every time. Interesting. So if I reset this, it will still spinning, right? Okay, let's try to attach some texture so that we can see what's going on. Special object texture, and then I change it to like 0.5, and then maybe this is going to be just for one face. So let's try X negative. It's like very easy, and then I attach to the box. Then I can disable visible. I want to make sure that I actually roll different number each time, and then I add plus here, so this is going to be X plus. I will of course change the face later, but for now it's going to be something like this. And then this one is going to be Y plus. Okay, Y. And then Y minus. Okay. be y minus, and then it's going to be c plus. Given is c minus. I think I forgot to change this one to y minus. Okay, and then the last one will be c plus. So hopefully I roll different different value each time. Where is the eccentric ghost? So that is the question, right? Whether or not you will find it. You have to play through the game. So basically each square will give you some point, and if you collect enough point, then you will know whether or not you actually find the real eccentric ghost. Right? The ending, right now I am having like a thought of 3 ending. So yeah, let's try. This one is okay, c plus. Yeah, this time is x plus. Yeah. So that's good, right? So I have different outcome every time. This is x plus, and then is c plus. Why is it always plus? Yeah, it's still c plus. Okay, another x plus. So a lot of plus, huh? Interesting. So right now it's only showing like two outcome. Oh, finally c minus. But it's very rare, right? Interesting. So it's not truly random, right? The dice roll. How do I make it random? Maybe I have to shoot it like higher. I don't know, this one may not be center, but maybe like y positive to so this will give me y negative, right? Again, and another y negative. And another y negative. Interesting. So how can I make it truly random? So right now it's not like getting off the so have c positive and y c negative and y negative, and unconditionally x plus x positive. So maybe I have to make it roll a lot quicker, so the timer had to be very short. Let's say like 0.05, so that it actually move. So I have y negative. Interesting. So it's not moving. It's not moving at so I think using a rotating block may not actually be the solution, right? Because after it actually hit the ground, it's still like moving. Like C plus got roll rod, and also y negative. So there seem to be like 3 value that actually get roll many times. Maybe if I just do you think if I add like a random, so instead of random the dice, I just but when I teleport the dice, can I change the direction? Interesting. Let me think about it for a little bit. How should I truly have a truly random dice? So I want the dice to hit the ground at a different angle every time, so that the roll will be actually random. The question is, can I rotate the teleport, right? Because the object physics, I cannot change the launch direction, right? Because it's going to be fixed. If I can change the launch direction, that might give me something to work with. But I mean, if it attached, right? If it not attached, I can get the launch direction. Wait, how come I cannot make it? How come I cannot shoot the launch direction? Or is it has to be reset? Okay. So I can do a reset and then I shoot at the Y positive, right? Yeah, I can rotate the teleport physics, but will the object that get teleport also rotate at the same angle, right? So my thought is that the teleport, it just teleport the object here. It doesn't matter which direction, which orientation that the teleport node on is. So let's try this first, and then I can get launch speed of like, let's say 0.5. Okay, let's try this. Okay, and then I roll. I get -y. So it actually roll. Maybe I should only roll on one direction. I want to roll. I don't want to roll Y, right? So let's say I'm not rolling on the Y axis. So I have C positive, and then have C negative, and then have X positive. Okay, actually, instead of advancing this, I want to roll multiple times so that I can. Okay, so I have to not doing this for now, so I can. Okay. I'm not connecting this. Okay. So I can roll a dice here, and then I get C positive, and then X negative, Y negative, X negative, Y positive. Is it truly random? For some reason, the die is not like actually moving. Is it because of the bouncing property? Does chat think that is truly random? C positive, right? X negative, X negative, y negative, b positive, b negative, b positive, x. So, do you think this is random enough? I'm not sure, maybe I roll for too long. Normally once I send a signal, right? 60 signal per second. So maybe here is like 1/60 would be like 0.01, I don't know. If it's 0.01, it's going to roll. So if that is the case, then 0.2, and then I change the speed here to 1. So I launch up 1, and then maybe I add back the y-axis. I'm not sure if like not rotating the y-axis will actually help. So x negative, b positive, x positive, y negative. Maybe if I'm not using bouncing, just use normal physics, right? Would it change? Oh, so to make this two random is actually difficult. So x positive, y negative, x positive, x negative. Can I get C? Yeah. Yeah, it's still a lot of like C positive and X positive, right? Maybe this is also be okay. And then depending on this, so because I attach this, right? So the y positive will be up, and then I shoot this. I want to shoot this up, but it doesn't seem to shoot up, right? How about we rotate the teleport node on? How do you rotate the teleport node on? Like teleport here, something. Let's try this. So it's not shooting up. I don't know why. Why is it not shooting up? Or maybe y negative, I don't know. Wait, is the direction does not matter? Yeah, the direction, the large direction doesn't matter, right? It's still the same direction. Why is that? It's so strange. Oh. Oh, it has to be center to center, right? No, but I want it to be on the right of this. So our on connection point is center, and then maybe target connection point will be x positive. So this one is Yeah, it doesn't launch upward, right? Even if I add the speed to like 5, oh, it start to move. Okay, so it has to be very high. So y positive and then launch speed, let's say 3. So y plus, x plus, c negative, x positive, y plus, x negative. So is this truly random? Do you think it is truly random? Uh-huh. Is it random enough? Maybe I change back to bouncing, because I want it to bounce multiple times. Material bouncing. So X. So it doesn't seem to bounce at all, right? So X positive, B negative, B negative, X positive, Y negative, B positive. Okay, so this might actually work, and then I can rotate this a little bit, right? Because I shoot it to Y positive, maybe I change the Z-axis by like 5 degrees, so that it will actually change for a bit, right? Okay. Can I get a C? Can I get a C? Let me try how long I have to roll until I get a C. Okay, I get it's good enough. I will tweak it later. So I can connect this back, and then after I roll, I can advance to the next stage. All right, okay. So the next stage will be this stage, which will be waiting until the die is stop. So I have to add let's see, I can add sensor, right? And then I can do rotation speed sensor, and then I can check the sum is less than some value, and then I can advance to the moving state, right? Okay. So okay, this one, so I disable visible, and then I can check with comparison less than. So if the sum, so the rotation speed might actually be negative, right? But it so just make sure that it actually completely stops. I'm gonna add a converter and an absolute value, so that I'm sure that every axis it actually stops. There might be like a frame that it actually cancel out, and then I add a very small constant, maybe 0.1. So if the rotation speed is actually less than 0.1, then it means that the die has completely stopped, and I can actually advance to the next state. Oh wait, I have to and again, right? Okay. I have to use and. So it had to be stopped, and I'm in this state, right? No, this state, right? And then I can advance the counter. Okay. And then, so right now for the cursor, right, I have this connected to L. So I'm going to move up here, and then maybe use the angle sensor to check. Can I attach more? No, I cannot attach more. Okay. So what should I do? So I want to check the value, right? Normally when you are doing a dive, you can actually use like a touch sensor to actually get the value. Should I do that here? Is the question. Maybe the touch sensor will be easier than using the angle, right? Okay, let's try to use that instead. So which means that I have to attach 6 sensor, and then each sensor will be attached to that. So I need another box. Okay, so this is going to be, so maybe I have another box connected to it. Object box, and then this is going to be like 5.5, and then only movable. Connection point center to center. This is going to be just a proxy box for like all of the things. So I attach it to the box instead, and then I attach this, and then I can attach the touch sensor, right? Okay. So a touch sensor to actually check the face. So the shape sensor will be a box, and then I will only use like 0.2, and then it will check for the whirl. So that is when it hit the ground. So the question Jay asks is like, why do I use less than small constant instead of equal to 0? Because because I think there is like a very small number. So when they use float, even when you see that the die is stopped, it's actually not stopping. It has a very tiny value. So I use less than small constant instead of equal to 0. Okay, so I check for the whirl, right? And then the connection point. So this one has overall connection point is okay, whatever it is, and then it's going to be the target that is video. So x negative, let's say. So I can do x negative right here, and then so right now I connect 6 to the value. So let's say that I can actually be creative here. So let's say x negative is 1, right? And then the opposite of x negative should have to be 6, and then y negative should be 2, and then so the reason that I use it this way, it's just that I don't have to remember what is the face of the dice, I can just do the face by myself. So this should be 4, right? Wait, this one has to be 5, right? Okay. So this one is going to be okay. So this one is x negative, right? So if this one touch the ground, I should get some value. So this one, okay. Can I move up? So we have x negative, x positive, right? Okay, positive. And then y negative. Oh no, y negative, right? Okay. So y negative. Yeah, I make it so small, so it actually had to zoom in. And then I have y positive. So this is going to be very tedious. Hopefully this works somehow. Then b negative. And then c positive. Okay, so we have everything, and then I can do a map, get the value, convert map. So this one, the first one is 1, so I can actually just connect it there, but the rest I have to change. So the opposite of 1 is 6. Okay. So I get 6 here, and then this one is y negative, so it needs to be 2. Okay, the next one is going to be 5. And then this one can be 3 and 6. 3 and then 6. Okay. Alright, so let's try if this work. So I have intro screen, and then I press A to roll a die. Okay, so I get 6, right? So 1, can I move the cursor? No, I cannot move the cursor. Okay, let me check. If this less small number, I increment this, and then it should come into this state where I can actually move. So somehow it doesn't move. So I roll a dice. Okay, so for some reason the die does not stop. So this one is only 2, right? Wait, why is it not 2? It's still 6. So there's a bug, right? Let's check for the wrong one. Oh, I see why. It's actually the opposite, right? The one that actually on the ground. Okay, I got it. So I have to flip it. So x positive and then x negative will be the opposite one. Oh, this is like a very common mistake. Okay, so this one is y positive, and then this one will be y negative. And then this one will be c positive. Final one will be c negative. So c negative will give me 6, right? No, c negative is 4. Okay. Right? So C negative. Okay, so this 4, this 3 is correct, and then this could be 5. This is going to be 2, and then this is going to be 6, and then it's going to be 1. Okay. So when I draw a dice, so I draw a 2. Okay, so right now I can only press and then only go like 2 square. Nice. Okay, let's try again and then try to roll a different number. So this one is 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I can press A and then it will move. Oh. Is J moving? Okay. So maybe after I can teleport the dice away. I'm not sure because the dice will be getting in the way, right? Maybe put like 5 here, right? You can see that actually it pop up the cursor for a very small time, and then it actually advanced to the next stage without me pressing A. So I have to find what causes this. So when I draw here, as you can see, maybe I check. I can advance to the next stage. So this one is white touch. That is already correct. So there's a moment that is stopped for a little bit, but then it's bounce back. So it actually not completely stopped. So how can I fix that? So the condition here is that I check if the rotation less than the value. Maybe I can it more. I'm not sure. Do that work? Like this is going to be like a bug that, yeah, you can see that it's actually crashing the cursor for a small time, but it should not advance to the next state, right? Because if I add 1 to here, or maybe it's just that's strange. Why does that happen? So it actually advanced to this state, but then let me add like a sound here and check if it actually go over this one, right? It should not go over, right? Because it only increased when I'm on the previous state. So if it come here in this state, which is when the die stop moving. Does the counter have trigger mode? I think so, right? Or not? Oh, it's on chain from 0. Okay, let's try on chain from 0 first. Oh, okay, that works. I guess they send the same signal for more than one tick, right? So this 2, okay. And I can try to move the dice. So maybe after I press this, after I press A here, I want to advance to the next state, and at the same time I want to teleport the dice away. So I can have another teleport exit somewhere outside here. Let's say maybe around here. yeah, the position is going to be here. Okay, the dice will be 0.5, right? So I can try to match side of a dice, then have this to be 0.25. Okay, then this preserve. I just teleport the dice away, and then I can add another teleport here. I probably don't have enough. Can I attach it here? No. If I attach it here, will it also teleport the dice? I'm not sure. Let's try. So if okay, so let me put it over here, and then if I press A here, which would teleport that thing over. So this one will actually connect to here. This is very bad spaghetti, but never mind. If it works, then it works. Okay, so I get 2, and then it will teleport the dice away, and then jJae can move safely. Okay, so this worked, and then after this stage, I'm going to this stage, which will be I wait for the animation. So again, I can use a timer, but I want to make sure that jJae has completely stopped. So I'm going to use so when I'm on this state, right, and I have to make sure that I got this this has to be I, which will be the state in which I'm waiting for jJae to finish moving. So I send this signal to I, and then I can go here. I can check the movement, which is here. It is the location of the UFO. Let me see. The bottom one. So this is the location of the UFO. Maybe I should add. I have this thing. Okay, so I can check the speed, right? If the speed is completely down, then I should be able to stop. So normally when I add position here, I actually check that like the difference between this. So maybe I can use this instead, right? So the difference between two locations is less than a value, and if that is true, and I'm in the state that is waiting for jJae to finish, then I can actually show something, right? Okay. So here I'm going to check if again this the difference here is less than the same number, and here so I put this actually it had to be 3, right? So I need another entrance, another exit from I. So if I'm on the I state and there is completely stop moving, and then I can add one to the next state. Okay, so this one is going to be a map, right? Everything will be connected to a map, and then I can check for 3 conditions. So you can look at like a map trick on jJae Studio channel to make sure that you can get a triple AND, right? And then this will advance, so this will be E. Yeah, I'm using a lot of like wormhole here, so and then I can add one to this state. So this state will be showing the event, which I think I'm going to say to be J, and then I can do that. So J, okay. Okay. So for the J here, I will have to like display some event. So it's going to be like 2 texture per event. Okay, so right now I might have to add a box. So there will be a lot of event here. I think I'm planning on having like 20 events, but I don't know, I'm not sure if I will be able to finish all of them, but we can try. So again, I have 2 boxes that will connect to the same box here, and then I will have this one connect to this one. So it's going to be an event. Okay, let's try event 1. Oh, so event on the left side. Okay, and then this one will be event on the right hand side. Oops. Okay, so event on the right side. And the condition for activating here is going to be okay, let me try. So I'm going to use output 2D marker. 2D marker die. Okay. So here I'm going to be a 2D marker. So I think there will be like how many of them? Like 6 different outcomes from the dice, and then probably like 4 different type of tile you can land on, and then I can actually add to that. So right now I don't have the terrain yet, so I'm going to use a constant here for the terrain. Yeah, I will add a sensor to J later. So this one I have to make layout. So okay, let's see here. So if x is 0, then I'm not doing anything. So the dice roll is L, right? Okay. So the dice roll is L. I can copy this L here, and I can add a map. So the dice roll will be from 1 to 6, but it can also be 0. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to check if this is the state J, which is going to be the state where I am here, and then I can do multiplication. I can do multiplication here. So it's going to be the dice roll times which state I am on, and then I can add a map, because I have to map this to 0 to 1. So the value will be 0 to 6, and then I have to map this from 0 to 1, and then the X here, right? So the X and then the Y, right? So the Y is the tile that we are on. Let's say it's only one type of tile, is 1. So let me try this first. I add 1 here. It's going to be around here, right? Okay. So which mean that I can actually place the buoy over here. So this one is going to be too long. This is going to be an event where I roll a 1 on a die. Then yeah, let me try a different value. 2, and then I can copy and paste. Hopefully it actually have like the same. Okay, so right. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6. So each of them will actually activate the event, and also we can do some calculation on each of the buoys. Okay, so I can remove this, and then for the y value, is going to be where the square on. So maybe let's say so right now it's only like 1, and then I can do the multiplication again to make sure that I only show when I'm also in this state, right? So I multiply it by 1, and then I do the same math. This time I have from 0 to 4, so 0 will be like not in this stage, and then I will have four different tiles. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I map it to 1. So right now it's only 1 terrain, so I just do this based on a different row. So maybe this event where my row is 1, so I can add 1 here. Okay, I'm going to test it out. Then so this one is going to be 1 here. I can put it here, and then event of the 2, and just write 2 here, and 2 here. And attach them to the box, and then connect the blue eyes to one of them. Wait, let's try 1 and 2. Hopefully I roll one of those. Okay, so intro screen, press A to roll, and then I roll a dice. Oh, okay, nice, 2, we got 2. So when I move here, wait, it doesn't advance to the next state, right? Oh, interesting. Okay, so the condition is not correct. So if I am on the stage I, right? Is it correct? Yeah, if I am on the stage I and there is completely stop moving, it is like the negative here, less than 10. Oh, it has to be absolute, right? Okay, I got it. So this is not. Okay, let me so this absolute, so I have this minus here. Oh, okay, so the absolute is less than, so this one is correct, right? The absolute is correct, and then I have to use the absolute on this one. So the difference here, and then I connect to absolute, and then I can connect to less than here. Hopefully this works. Okay, the title screen, press A to roll, and then I roll die 6. Okay, we try. Oops, another 6. 4. Maybe I should do like on press. I think I forgot to be on press. Wait, did I press? Okay. Okay, 2. So 1, 2. Then I press A and then she move here. Oh. So I think she's completely stopped moving. But why is it not going? Why is not advancing to the J state? Yeah, I heard the E sound. Or maybe I have to trigger, right? No, but the counter is already a trigger, right? Like I heard the sound, like, because every time I increment, I should hear the sound. Okay. 5, 1, 4, 5. Yeah, so there's sound that I advance to the next state, right? But it doesn't show anything here. Why is that? Yeah, maybe I just connect it to 2. Hopefully it's like whatever I roll a dice, whichever I roll, I should get something. Okay, I'm randomly attached here. Hopefully I draw 5. 1, 2, 4, 5. Then I move. Oh, it doesn't show. Maybe I used the wrong one. It is J, right? Yeah, it has to be J. And then I J multiplied by the value of the dice. Okay. And then I get X. Maybe this is the issue, right? When I teleport the dice. It doesn't actually show the value. That's not right. Let me try something here. So the out is the value of the dice. So maybe I can attach a number. Right? Okay. So what kind of events are there? So it's going to be like a storytelling. Like an image and then give you some hint, and then you have to figure out whether this hint will be like positive, neutral, or negative. And then at the end, it will sum up the score. So if you get like a positive hint, you get +1. And then at the end, your total point will be will decide the outcome. Right? There are going to be like 3 endings. If you get a negative point total, it's going to be bad ending. If you get like from 0 to 5 or 0 to 4, it's going to be like normal ending. Then from 5 or up, it's going to be like happy ending. Okay. And then I can connect this to number object. And I want to show it only 1 digit and not solid. It's not verbal. It's only show on the Y positive. I connect to here, and then hopefully this will show you. So 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So the value is still 5, but for some reason it doesn't show the text at the end game, at the event. Yeah, this could be like expanded later. So I plan it to be like a template where I can change stuff later on. But right now I have to get the main mechanic work. So like at the end of today, hopefully I can get like I can repeat the same process multiple turns, right? So right now it's not showing an event, which is very strange. So I have this movable so X minus. For some reason it doesn't show any of this text. I mean, I'm sure it is J, right? And then I multiply this, and then it's going to go from whatever that is. So if I use 1 here, the dice doesn't the value yet. Strange. It should show some event. So C plus 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, then it should pop up something, right? Why is it not popping up this stage? Because this, when I am waiting for the animation, right, for I, and then here I wait for I, right? So when I and then J completely stop moving here, I increment the counter. So when I increment the counter, this J will be active, right? So this J will be active, then this one will be multiplied by 1, and the map it actually start moving this and then display different messages. Now I'm confused why it's not showing the messages at all. You should have like an idea. Is there a chance that maybe because I have only 2, maybe I should try to add. Okay, let's remove this box first, and then maybe focus on like just display an event message. It doesn't matter which outcome I get. Maybe I just display a message first and then maybe attach it to this one. I'm not sure if that will be the issue, but okay. So I draw a die and then I roll a 6. Then I can do from 1 to 6. It doesn't. Oh, I know why. I have to change it to rectangle. Hahaha. Stupid me. Yeah, I forgot that like if I get the circle, it's only detect this one, right? But if I want to detect the entire area, it has to be rectangle. I see now. Then I roll, and I get a 5, then I can do 5, and then I can do this, and then it will show up the event. Nice! Finally, we can see the event. Alright. Can you change it to box? Wait. Oh, okay. So right now it's good, right? I can show the event, and then I can press A again on this event, right? So if I just copy here, I press A. So if I press A on the J state, right? Okay, so it's going to be AND. Middle logic AND. Okay. So if I press A and I'm on the J state, then I can increment the count. Okay. So where are the E? I can do the wormhole E to increment the state. So this part will be the logic for the event. E, and then I can connect it to here. But because after this, right, I want it to loop back to the raw dice state, so I have to count, right? So the raw dice state will be this state. So I'm on this state, right? So it's -1, -2, -3, -4. So I have to -4 instead of +1. And so this one, before I use AND, I have to add a map for a -4. So it's going to be from -4 to 0 to -3. So this is going to be a -4. Then I can loop this forever. Okay, let's see if this works. So I have intro. Oops, wait, what happened? I cannot press A on the intro. Oh, I see. So because if this is 0 and I do this -4, okay. I see. So this is not correct, right? Wait, if I press A, I want to change from 0 to -4. So I have to use a constant here. Right? I cannot use a map trick. I have to use this, and then I guess -4 here, and then I use multiply. Right? It has to be multiplied by this condition, and then I can add to E. Okay. So I have an intro, and then I press A to roll. Okay, I roll a 6, and then I can move 6 square. And then after I move 6 square, I will have the event. And then when I finish the event, I can roll the dice again. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this one I have to make sure that you have to move 5 square before I allow you to move. If you like try to move 4, yeah, you hear the error sound. So move to 5, and then it will trigger another event. And then after I finish the event, I can roll again. Yeah, so this will be 6, and then I can move this 6 square. And then an event, press A to roll again. I get 1. Yeah, so I can move 1 here. And an event. Okay. So the main mechanic is pretty much done, right? I still have to add the number of turns, right? This cannot loop forever. Or maybe I should, yeah. So my plan is to have it for like 10 turns, where as you can see right now, for this one, right, I can add as like multiple blue-eyed nodon, so that I can have a different event, right? Right now it's there like 6 events based on the dice roll, but also the event can also be based on the y-axis, which will be on the square that you are landing. So I will add a sensor to our character later, and if J lands on, let's say, on some fancy object, then I will create another event. So I plan to have like this dice here is going to be a phase. I'm not going to tell you which phase it is, and depending on which phase you are rolling and the square you are landing, you will trigger a different event. So that is the plan. So I think right now, yeah, I think this good enough for today. We have a very simple setup. So this will be the stage setup, right? And then this one is actually do all of the cursor and also the movement, right? You can see I have this. It had to be backward, right? Because I have to attach it into the negative, right? The negative y here. So it has to be reversed. So this one is actually the number on the cursor. Well, the rest is like drawing an event and actually come up with a story. That will also take a bit of time. Okay, hopefully this will give you some idea how I make the game. Of course it's not going to be like really pretty coding, but I try to be as organized as possible. I have like all this, like even on the same section, I use like ABCD wormhole here and also ABCD on the right side here. Okay, so I have a working game, right? 1, 4, 5, 6, and then move jJae up here, and then I can trigger the event and then roll again and get a 1. Okay, cool. So hopefully everyone is working on a game for jJam. You can check the website in the description below. Also there's also a countdown. I think we have like 4 days or 3 days, I'm not sure about that time left, so you still have time to work on your game. It can be any game, right? It can be platforming, it can be a board game like myself, or it can be like a 3D model if you check jJae Studio. But to make sure that the theme is Eccentric Ghost, that is the only condition. And I believe the price for entering the event is going to be like your spooky drawing, right? By jJae. jJae will draw your profile picture in the poster. So if we have a lot of submission, then the poster will be very, very big, and that will be very awesome. So I hope everyone submit your game. You still have time, like 3 or 4 days. Spend maybe like 2 or 3 hours a day, like myself, making the game. And whatever you are done with your game at before the submission time, just submit it, right? It doesn't have to be very polished. It's just to show you idea and how you interpret the theme. All right, so I guess I'm not sure if I will stream the next part. It's just like polishing up, but I'm still not sure yet. But if I do, I can see you next time. So for the today's stream, thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to jJae Studio and also check out her Discord channel. Okay, bye bye.